Hi there, this is Jennifer with Brim Fields, and today I am working on a double brim messy bun hat. This is a super simple hat, mostly just knit stitches, so it's definitely my kind of just relaxing knit. So I am using Lion Brand Heartland, which is 100% acrylic, and it is very soft. And just so you know where I'm at, it's a little over 7 inches, close to 7.5 inches before I fold it over. And I do not have a stitch marker here, so I keep my tail a little bit long so that I can follow it up. That's approximately, it doesn't have to be completely exact, but it's just approximately the beginning. Because I notice that whenever I have a stitch marker, it leaves just a little bit of a gap right there between my first and last stitch, and I just don't like that. So I try not to use a stitch marker if I can at all get away with it. So what we're gonna do, I use the long tail cast on method, so I didn't use anything special to cast on. So just the long tail cast on method. But we're gonna fold that over and bring it up to the inside. And we're going to try not to lose any stitches when we do this. So I'm going to hold on to that. We want to turn it kind of wrong side out. But we're going to bring the wrong sides and fold it together. And I do want my tail so that I can pick up the stitch all the way around. You don't have to do it like this. You could actually, whenever you're finished, turn it inside out and seam this to the inside. This is just a little bit cleaner. And if you're like me and you don't like to seam, this is a great way to get away from that. So, need that tail separate from this tail. So, on your cast on, you do have 2 stitches here. So you have like an inside and an outside stitch, and this is really dark, so it's kind of hard to see. But we're going to pick up this outside stitch. And I should probably weave my tail in before I get started, but I didn't do that. So, all right, so we're going to go into this stitch as if to knit, and we want to keep our yarn taut so that first stitch isn't too loose. We're going to go into this first stitch here after our tail. We're going to pull this through there and through there. So we grabbed both of those. We're going to do it all the way around because you should have the same number of cast on stitches as you do stitches. It should still be the same number. So you're just going to pick up both of those all the way around. Oh. And this is a little time consuming comparatively. And you don't really want to stretch those stitches, this stitch out either. So I'm trying to, it's kind of flipped around, so it's hard to grab it through. I think there would be an easier way to do this, but just a little tedious. Thankfully there aren't too many. What is it, cast on 72? That's a lot of stitches. And you don't want to skip a stitch there. And it seems like I am moving it over to the right side. So maybe that's just easier. Just go ahead and work with it, so I don't stretch out that stitch. So just slip as if to knit, and it's on that right hand side, and then just kind of, you have to remember to go through both stitches. So slip as if to knit. So that makes it, for me, a little easier. And then, like you're binding off. All right, so I have my pattern down there, and you just go all the way around and see how it brings it together. So it's a folded brim, double brim, and it is just about 3.5 inches. So you lose, what, about 1/2 inch. It was 7.5 inches. So about 1 inch whenever you double it. 3.5 plus 3.5 be 7. So you lose 1/2 inch in that fold over and bringing it together. So that is the double brim. So I hope you guys found that to be helpful. Not too terribly bad. It is a little time consuming, but that extra warmth and coziness is definitely helpful whenever it's super windy outside. And it gives us a nice, pretty edge. So I hope you guys like that, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.